Nope. Keep it down. Woo! Knocked me off balance there, cow. Just let that go. Good girl. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures below. So it's 10 to 8 in the morning, sunrise. I looked up, 8:38 this morning is our sunrise. Jessa here is first up to be milked. Her calf is still with her. The calf is at the point now that it can't drain her all the way though, so now we need to milk. I started milking her the first, like she had it Friday night, and I started bringing her in Saturday morning, bring her in, brush her, wash her out, or just get her going through the routine. But last night was the first time I then came out at night and milked her. Last night was Sunday night. So I have been milking about 8:30 in the morning when it's light out, but I need to start milking earlier now that there's 2 of them, and I have to milk in the evenings. So we're not sure how long we're going to keep the calf on. At this point, it's working, and because of her edema, her teats are so small and like smaller and harder to milk out that we're just leaving it how it is for now. Your leg itchy there, cow? Okay, let's get you in, girl. It's like above freezing and rainy and windy. It was windy all night, and we don't know how we still have power. So, yeah, all the fun weather for milking. Hey, Caffey, how you doing? Oh, you look like you need a good drink. Hey, Calf. Hey, Star. Hi. Okay, Jessa, in we go. Oh, I see that the calf did poop, and Jessa laid in it. Delicious. Come on, girl. This is the first time that I've got her in since she calved without grain. Before she calved, I could get her in and out without grain. Since she calved, I've needed grain, but I was able to get her in with just a pile of fresh silage. So, time to milk. Hey, Caffey, you come over here? So her edema is starting to change a bit, not as bad. That 1/4 the blind one there on the left. What you can also see is the edema is starting to leave her udder and go up her belly, which is kind of normal too. So I gave her a quick brush, and now I'm gonna wash her. It looks like the calf hasn't nursed, so I'll see what I can get out. At this point, I'm not really worried about getting milk for the house. I'm more worried about this being a positive experience for her and getting her in the routine, and rhythm of it, so that it can go better in the future. The milk is still kind of colostrum, and she hasn't figured out letting down for me yet. So, like, I can't even barely get any more out of this 1/4 already, even though the teat was tight. And this one's already slacking off. This back one seems to have the most and easiest, and not easiest to get, but the most, but she's more iffy about letting me milk that one. And it's just kind of stripping it. You can't even barely milk at all because of her udder being swollen. She's being a very well-behaved heifer, now that I say that. It's just very tedious and pretty much just stripping. You can't actually milk, you just have to strip. But I'm also very impressed that she's happy in here without grain, but I need to go back to 2 hands here. So I got swatted at pretty decently. I lost some milk too. So I put the kick bar on her, which they don't hate, but they don't love. But I do it first swat, like, nope, I'm in charge here. You're gonna do this? This is what happens. Nope. Keep her still. So I milked as much as I could, probably including what spilled. I got half gallon, where that was just it, whether that's all she has, because the calf is still nursing, or whether she's holding back. I don't know. I kind of had mentally prepared, not even showing you myself there, had mentally prepared myself that the first couple weeks were kind of gonna suck, and I'd rather be like mentally, emotionally prepared for the first couple weeks sucking, and like in the new year it's gonna be good. In the new year it'll be great to milk her. For now it's gonna be training, it's gonna be edema, it's gonna be tricky, and is what it is. If it ends up being amazing after a week, surprise, that's terrific. For now though, things are just very tedious. They're not, it's not hard, and she's not mean, it's just very tedious. Anyhow, I probably could maybe try getting a bit more out of her, but the calf is still gonna be nursing on her. And right now she's happy. It's a good note. We're gonna end this on a good note. I did the same thing last night. End it on a good note. Don't end it with them kicking and freaking out at you. You need to end it on a good note, and on a note where I'm the boss. I'm herd boss mama cow here. I won this round. It went the way I wanted it. It was a positive milking. Cows, like whether you like it or not, cows are herd animals, and they need to know who's in charge and who's the boss. Not in a mean way, But look at within herd dynamics, within horses, within cows, you know, they put each other in their place. You need to be that boss mama cow. Otherwise, they're going to boss mama cow you. And then it doesn't go well for anybody. I know this because I had a couple cows that walked all over me because I didn't know these dynamics and I didn't know these sort of things. So you need to be firm with them. Not mean, but like when she kicks me, I smack that leg back. No, keep it on the ground. No, like I'm in charge here. You're not in charge, I'm in charge. And when things are going well, good girl, Jessa, good girl. Yeah, good girl. Like just talk, you know, Mossy doesn't even need you to touch her to know that she has done wrong. Your voice will tell her everything. But I have had some cows that need a firm, like, no. Like not a smack, but like a firm hand to the leg, like, that's not okay. So basically, you need to be in charge here. You do need to be careful with a kick bar, though, because if you put it on too tight, but more that like when you first put it on, they can get themselves off balance, especially if they're still like really trying to kick. So just be careful and be safe and make sure there's nobody else or no small kids around or whatever. Are you wanting to go outside, Jessa? You haven't been outside in days. It's really nasty out there, so it's wet and melty, but snow too. So we haven't let the calf and her out. Come on, Mossy, milk time. Cobus. Anyways, just be careful with the kick bar. It's a really great tool, but it can also make the cow fall over on you. This steer wants to come in, but Mossy doesn't. I don't know where Mossy is. She normally is just waiting or comes right away when I call her. In winter, at least, when there's no pasture. Okay, I guess. Mossy, milk time. Mossy. Oh, it's so gross. Ugh, disgusting. This is not December weather. Let's go find Mossy. You're good, she's just shifting her foot. Mossy is much nicer to milk than Jessa.
Yeah, this is more than just a game. Mossy isn't even done yet.
Yeah, more just that Mossy's got good handles. Jessa's got tiny little teats.
Yeah, that'd be easier for a kid to.
Yeah, the problem is that her udder is swollen too with edema. So once that swelling goes down, she'll be a bit easier to milk. So I got my 2.5 to 3 gallons from Mossy. It's fine. Oh, don't let Star go out of the loafing stall there, Ham. And there's my little bucket from Jessa, which is just gonna go to the pigs. One thing that's changed now is instead of feeding Mossy in here, which has taken Mossy a bit of getting used to, because she's used to after milking, she got her grain here. Now she gets let out and they both get fed in a feeder in that loafing stall over there. So that's what I do when I have two, so I don't have to wait for them to finish. Makes things easier. But I'm gonna go get their grain. Hamish is in there with Jessa and the calf and Star. Jessa is so good with the kids. They're both eating in here right now, and Jessa is not always the most patient with letting the calf nurse with standing still. So whenever we feed them, whether Mary's feeding them silage or I feed them the grain in the morning, we make sure we get the calf up so that it has an opportunity to nurse without Jessa walking around. You didn't get nursing calf, or maybe you did earlier and I just didn't know. Your stomach doesn't look really full or really empty, I guess.
Yeah.
But it just, we always try to get it up. Pick that up. So that it has the opportunity to nurse while she's standing still. Although it didn't want to nurse while I was milking this morning, I did give it the chance.
Remember when Mossy wouldn't, but he was unless the calf was right there?
Yes, Mossy wanted her calf right in her face. After milking, then we dump the warm wash water on here and give it a quick sweep up. So it's good for the next milking.
This milking broom.
Yes, with the broom. Ham, you want to bring that in for me? I'm going to feed the little piggies and then bring the milk inside to deal with. Even though nobody is in here, we always lock this. In case they get out of there for some reason, this is at least closed.
Yeah.
You get your pigs done?
Can I close the stanchion?
Well, you got that. You can use that bucket. I'll be just a second. No, the stanchion's fine. Stanchion's fine.